Welcome back to Jade Empire, where stuff has gotten spooky. We're dead. A gem of premonition. I could have used that before my master betrayed me and killed me. I don't really need to use any premonitions now, do I? Need to go find the abbot. Restore some fountains so I can get brought back to life. What does this do? Really? Do you really think that's what I need right now? Gotta be kidding me. Okay, we are in Dirge. Or something. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Spirit thief.
Oh good, he's immune to Spirit Thief. Good thing he's not immune to the gun, cuz... Ah, I'm trapped against a wall. An invisible wall that's not even actually there.
I need Mirabelle.
Yeah, I do need Mirabelle. Okay.
Spirit thief.
Ah, he's immune to Spirit Thief too.
Legendary strike. Mirabelle.
That's screw it.
Legendary strike.
I gained a level. Hopefully my stuff recharges with the level up. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Alright. Definitely don't want any more focus. I'll get a bit of body and a couple of health. I feel like my... Well, let's see, magic... See, the problem with magic and weapons is a lot of people are immune. Spirit Thief. Oh, I did increase the chi damage already on Spirit Thief, okay. Duration, speed, and... Legendary Strike. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Let's increase the damage on Tempest. So apparently this is not the way I go. This is a burning gate. BD. Bad dragon. Oh, blue dragon. Okay. That's probably what that means. Blue dragon. Although she's actually called the water dragon. And my stuff did recharge with the level up. So that's good. Hello. Are you Abbott Song? I think you are. You look familiar. "20 years later, the ghosts are still fighting each other over Dirge. Is he leading me along the way? Are you leading me to where I need to go? Hello.
This cannot be. Is it really possible? I sense the mark of the water dragon upon you. You have returned!
Are you Abbott's Song?
I am the spirit of Abbot Song, slain many years ago by the glorious strategist. Before my death, I was the head of the Spirit Monk Order. Your order.
Cool, cool. Where am I? Is this Dirge?
Yes, this is Dirge. Once the home of the Spirit Monks, a holy order devoted to serving the Water Dragon. Now, reduced to tainted ruins.
If you think it's tainted now, wait till I get done with it.
Born here in Dirge and cleansed in the sacred fountains. You were an infant the day the Emperor and Sun Li attacked our monastery. I tried to save you from the slaughter, only to lose you to Li when he ripped you from the arms of your dying guardian.
Lee claimed he was the one who saved me.
I can only imagine what lies and distortions he told you about Dirge, your heritage, and his own role in events here. But now, you deserve to hear the truth. 30 years ago, the long drought struck the land. For a decade, crops withered and died. Starving people across the Empire demanded that something be done. Despite his position, Emperor Sun Hai could not alter the natural order. He demanded that his brother, the glorious strategist, concoct a plan to rectify this insult. Through Sun Li's cunning, the armies of the Emperor laid siege to the gates of Dirge. They came to seize the Water Dragon's power and her life-giving waters.
How did he defeat the Water Dragon?
The soldiers of the Imperial Army swarmed over us, too many to count. My spirit monks fought bravely, but I knew the battle was lost. We were beaten. All around me, my fellow spirit monks were dying. I tried to hold the attackers at bay. Prince Qin attacked me, and then Master Li cut me down from behind. The Emperor ascended unopposed, but already Sun Li and Prince Qin plotted against him. The glorious strategist was not content to watch his brother come to power. Emperor Sun Hai, ruler of the Jade Empire, stepped beyond his station and slew the Water Dragon, claiming her power for his own. His brothers tried to strike him down, but they could not know he would be so strong. Infused with the Water Dragon's power, he was now unbelievably powerful. Sun Li escaped with his life, but he left his brother, Prince Qin, to suffer the Emperor's terrible vengeance. A spirit monk child still lived.
Boop. Oh.
He killed your guardian. Claiming his identity, no longer a servant of the Emperor, Li abandoned his fearsome armor to become the master you thought you knew. If you and the amulet were the key to defeating his brother, he might still claim that power. Li disappeared with you and the amulet, escaping the Emperor's retribution. With his newfound power, the Emperor, as a taunt to his traitorous brother, bound Qin's spirit to the armor Li had left behind. And Death's Hand was born. You were the last of the spirit monks. Sun Li saw our attempt to save you as confirmation of your importance. He believed you were meant to restore what he helped steal. He trained you to be an instrument of vengeance, an agent to succeed where he and Prince Qin had failed. But with your death, the Emperor is now invincible.
Yeah, the Emperor's not invincible. He's kind of dead. I defeated the Emperor, then Li betrayed me.
Then the glorious strategist has won. You were the last of the spirit monks, but now you are just a ghost like the rest of us. No one is left to oppose Sun Li.
Huh. I guess it's game over and we lose then? It's game over, man, game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? The water dragon will bring me back if I restore the fountains of Dirge.
You spoke with the water dragon? Of course. Only she could guide your spirit to Dirge, while all others must wander the mortal world. I worried that our last hope had died with you, but now I see you have come to restore the fountains of Dirge. The first step in restoring the water dragon herself. As leader of the spirit monks in life, I am bound by honor and duty to aid you in this task. I swear I will not abandon you until the fountains of Dirge are restored.
I'm honored to have you with me, for as long as you're useful.
I can guide you here in Dirge, this lost home of yours. I know the monastery well, and will do everything in my power to help you restore the fountains.
So how do I do that?
The fountains were tainted with human blood, which shattered their seals. The blood that stained them is gone. Replacing the seals should restore them.
Alright.
I know the monastery well. If there are questions you wish to ask in your quest to restore the fountains, I will do my best to answer them.
Do you have any advice?
Only that you should do as the water dragon asked, and try to restore the fountains of Dirge.
I want to know more about my amulet.
The amulet is an artifact of great power, though few truly understand its nature. What do you wish to know?
I saw Lee take it from me. How can I still use it? Because I'm not using the real amulet. I'm using the ghost amulet.
The amulet is a powerful tool, but it is only a tool. When you were first learning to unleash the power within you,
Oh God, not one of this.
helped you to focus your mind and energy.
But the real power was inside you all along.
A spirit monk. The power of the water dragon was always in you, not in the amulet. Now you are strong enough to draw on that power without the amulet.
If the amulet is only a focus, why did Lee take it from me? Because he's not a spirit monk, dumbass.
You no longer need the amulet, but Li has a use for it. Li's brother, Sanhai, consumed the water dragon's power, but without the amulet, it was a long and slow process. Even after 20 years, he was not strong enough to defeat you. Had the Lotus Assassins brought him enough pieces of the amulet, he would have been far more powerful. But Sun Li has the amulet, making him far more dangerous. With it, he can draw on the water dragon's power much faster. Unless you stop him soon, he will become invincible. I will do my best to answer whatever questions you might have.
I'm curious about the spirit monks in Dirge.
I would be honored to help you learn more about our order and your legacy.
I was born here?
Many of our order were brought to us as children. Orphans we raised to serve our great mistress. But a few children are born here at the monastery. Both your mother and father were spirit monks. You were born right here in Dirge, and bathed in the sacred fountains, mere days before we were destroyed. Both your mother and father died in the attack, along with the rest of us who served the Water Dragon.
What were my parents like? I'm guessing they weren't raging evil monsters like I am.
They were good people. Their love for each other was matched only by their devotion to the Water Dragon herself. Had they survived, you would have been raised here in Dirge. They would have instructed you from birth in the duties of a spirit monk. It is a tragedy you never knew them.
So what do you guys do?
We served the Water Dragon as her guardians and protectors. We saw to the needs of her physical form, maintained Dirge, and honored her with worship and prayer.
Sounds boring.
We also served as shepherds for the dead. Most spirits came to Dirge in time, but sometimes a spirit was unable or unwilling to leave the mortal world behind. We would seek out these lost spirits. Those with unfinished business or those who had suffered traumatic deaths would need our help to reach Dirge.
Dude, you were a Ghostbuster?
Now that the Water Dragon is gone, none of the spirits can find their way to Dirge, and those already here are trapped. The portal to the afterlife is sealed. Dirge is a place between. It exists in both the mortal world and the spirit realm, and it leads to the underworld itself. It is a bridge between life and death. Once it was a holy place, but now it is defiled. Dirge has become a place of great evil and corruption, a corruption that has been growing for the past 20 years.
Well, I think we should move on.
You are probably right. We must restore the Water Dragon's power before Sun Li gains full command of her powers.
Cool. Hey, he was talking about the bridge between life and death while we're on a bridge. And I'm dead. Got some strange weather around here, guy. Strange weather indeed. Those stairs just like drop off a cliff. Oh. Weird zoom in. Oh no, there's a little bit of a sidewalk in front of them. Okay. The ability to bind a spirit is one of the great honors that the Water Dragon has bestowed upon us. Therefore, we must always remember to treat this gift with the proper respect. When you bind a spirit, you become the guardian of that spirit. It is though the spirit is your child. Though it is your duty to return the spirit to the Water Dragon for her judgment. Until you give the spirit over to her, you are fully responsible for that spirit. So when you have the ghost in the trap, but before you put the ghost in storage in the bottom of the fire station at Ghostbusters headquarters, Since the spirit will obey your every command, you must always have the best interests of the spirit in mind while it is under your control. You must never command a spirit to do anything that might affect the water dragon's judgment of that spirit later on. Ooh. And though it is the most common rule when binding spirits, I will repeat it again, under no circumstances will you ever bind the spirit of a living person. Such acts are punishable by death and judgment at the hands of the water dragon herself. I'm thinking I'm going to do that at some point in the game. I'm probably going to bind a living person. But yeah, it says don't command a spirit to do anything that would alter its judgment. I'm thinking that's probably what happened to Death's Hand. He's been being a horrible, evil monster for 20 years while being bound to the armor of his brother. He's done all sorts of horrible things at the orders of the evil emperor. Uh-oh. There's people fighting up here.
You have nothing to fear here. Though many dangerous beings dwell in Dirge, these monks and soldiers cannot harm you.
They couldn't harm me anyway, that's good. Are these the spirits of those who died in the attack?
The monks and soldiers who fell during the battle are trapped here in Dirge. Caught in a never-ending war, they fight, they fall, only to rise and fall again. Lee cut me down on the steps of the temple. My body fell and my spirit rose. Powerless, I fled toward the outer courtyard while the battle still raged. I wanted to see if you had escaped. Instead, I saw Lee take you, and I found myself trapped out here. The Emperor had sealed the gates behind me.
Why didn't you follow Lee?
My spirit cannot leave, Dirge. None of the spirits here can leave. For 20 years, I have been trapped in the outer courtyard, unable to pass through the gates. My hope is that the restoration of the fountain will allow the gates to open. Perhaps inside we can find a way to restore Dirge and free my brethren from this curse.
All I care about is getting back to the land of the living.
Lee has trained you in his own image, selfish and oblivious to the suffering of others. Yet I know the water dragon believes in you, and I will not lose hope, not now.
Excuse me, guys, I'm just looking for any valuables I might be able to loot. Or at least any,
There's no way through the gates. The Emperor sealed them 20 years ago. Now they keep me from entering my own monastery. If we can restore the fountain, the gates may open for us.
They may. Pretty sure they will. I mean, the game's not just going to leave me stuck out here on the courtyard, right? I feel like I might have missed an area to explore up here. But perhaps not. Perhaps not. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. Don't mind me. I'm just a ghost too. Oh, these ones are gonna fight me. Oh, the monk is fighting with me. No, 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 no. Uh-oh, I hate getting immobilized.
Mirabelle. Legendary strike.
Oh, the monk is dead. Man, these guys are tough. No. No, I hate ghosts so much. I hate ghosts so much I can't shoot them with my gun. Can I kill them with my magic? I mean, I can do a small bit of damage with my magic. Very unimpressive.
Legendary strike.
No, 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 not slowed. Don't be slow. Oh, this is way too tough. My character is just not balanced for ghost fighting, apparently. No, 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 stop. Stop immobilizing me all the time. Is there like a fighting style that is specific for fighting ghosts? Cause
You'll never win.
I'm just not happy with my ghost fighting abilities.
The guardian of this fountain is destroyed, and I weep for her. She was once one of our order, but lured by Lee's promises of wealth and power, she betrayed us.
Dat bitch. Oh, the one I just killed. Is that why she was so tough? This woman was once a spirit monk.
This thing is the corrupted spirit of Xiang Wu. During the attack, she and several other spirit monks betrayed us by tainting the holy fountains with human blood. Long before the attack, Lee sent spies to bribe some of our weaker members. When they tainted the fountains, the power sustaining us against the army vanished.
What happened to Jianwu?
After the battle, the Emperor executed Xiangwu and the others, and he used the power of the water dragon to bind their spirits to the fountains.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
Their crime was terrible, but they did not deserve this fate. They suffered endless torment from which they could never escape. Such is the power of the binding.
What's so bad about the binding?
The binding is a sacred ritual of the spirit monks. We can draw on the power of the water dragon to bind a spirit to us. It is one of our tools for shepherding the dead. Even before Dirge was befouled, there were ghosts in the world. Some spirits would become lost in their journey here, or refuse to let go of the mortal world and go mad. If we found one of these restless ghosts, we could bind it to us and bring it to Dirge. Then we would release the spirit, so the water dragon could lead it into the afterlife.
You already told me this. Still don't see why this is so bad.
The binding is a great gift from the water dragon, if used properly. But the power can be abused. The Emperor bound the traitors not to himself, but to a place. A spirit can never escape such a binding. It feels an inexorable pull, but it has nowhere to go. It feels a compulsion to obey, but is never given a command. The spirit twists and corrupts, and in its agony it goes mad. Binding a spirit to a place is a terrible crime for our order. The only thing worse is binding a living creature.
Well, I can't wait till I get to do that then. Can you teach me how to bind the living? Yeah, can you teach me how to bind the living?
Binding the living condemns them to a fate worse than death. It forces the subject to obey and robs them of their free will. As a spirit monk, you must never do such a thing.
But just hypothetically, how would I do such a
The ability
thing?
to bind spirits comes from the essence of the water dragon inside you. You may not have the power now, but one day you will be able to call upon it when needed. But this is not the time for lessons or instruction. The Guardian is dead, but you must place the seal on the fountain for it to be fully restored.
Oakley dokley. Oh, that was a lot of experience. And we will fix the fountain in the next video.